The next is about trust. And if customers don't trust you, they're obviously not going to keep buying from you. And lack of trust, I think, is a massive driver of customer churn. So customer-centric businesses, I believe, that are being socially responsible, are caring for the environment, are caring for their staff, are putting them first, are creating the right environment for them, are looking after them, and all of the above. And they treat all of that not as a tick box exercise that they have to sort of say on the annual report, we'll be social responsible by 2050, kicking the can down the road to buy time. They're doing something about it, and they can prove that. And I really believe that consumers will increasingly look to engage with brands who are seen to be doing the right thing. And that includes being diverse and being inclusive businesses. And to be diverse, it means being diverse and inclusive for people at all levels of the business. And this is both morally the right thing to do, but it's also very practically and commercially the right thing to do. Because just think about this for a minute. If you're selling to consumers and you have a board of directors, for example, who are all pale, male, and stale, pale, male, definitely not stale. But if that's what your board of directors looks like, and there's no ethnicity and there's no gender, diversity on the board, and there's nobody with a disability, then guess what? You're going to do a pretty bad job, I think, of coming up with a value proposition, product, services, marketing, and customer experience that's going to be right for those brands, which is another reason why I think a lot of businesses struggle today. So there's a real impetus and real commercial reason for doing this. Now, you heard me mention their disabled consumers. There are 14 million disabled consumers in the UK. 14 million. Most people don't realize that. And yet I talk to them all the time. I talk to disabled consumers all the time. And I can tell you from firsthand experience that more often than not, if you have a guide dog because you have serious visual impairment, you get turned away. There are people working on the front line who don't realize it's actually against the law to do that. But not only that, morally, how can somebody go shopping if they're blind or almost blind and they're not allowed to use their guide dogs? Or how do you cater for people that have complete hearing impairment? How many people in a retail business or a restaurant or any others for that matter are able to lip read or are able to sign? And if you can't do that, then how are you going to communicate with these people? So anyway, bottom line is diversity is massively important. Social responsibility is massively important.